인생을 바꾸고 싶나요? 하지만 계획이 늘 작심삼일로 끝나나요? 오늘은 삶을 바꾸는 작은 습관을 이야기합니다. 유용한 영어 표현도 배우고 오늘 시작할 한 가지를 찾아보세요.
Hey, quick question. How many times have you said, I'll start on Monday?
Personally, I have started a new life on Monday at least 47 times.
47 new lives? That is impressive.
Yes, but most of them ended on Tuesday afternoon.
That sounds familiar.
We make a beautiful plan on Sunday night. We say, tomorrow I'll wake up at 5, exercise, read, study English, and cook a healthy breakfast.
And maybe meditate while watching the sunrise.
Of course, we become a completely different person in our imagination.
Then Monday morning arrives.
The alarm rings and suddenly our life-changing plan feels deeply unnecessary.
We press the snooze button and say, maybe real change begins on Tuesday.
And that is today's topic.
Why we keep putting things off, even when we truly want to change.
And more importantly, how can we change without becoming a perfect person overnight?
Today, we're talking about small habits, motivation, bad days, and the promises we make to ourselves.
You don't need a new personality.
You don't need a perfect morning routine.
And you definitely don't need to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Thank you for saying that. 4 in the morning is not morning. It is still yesterday.
Let's begin with a very common sentence. I'll do it when I feel motivated.
It sounds reasonable.
But motivation is not a reliable employee.
It arrives late, leaves early, and sometimes doesn't come to work at all.
Exactly. Many people believe action comes after motivation. First we feel excited, then we take action.
But in real life, it often works in the opposite direction. First, you take a small action.
Then that action creates a little energy.
And that energy makes the next action easier.
Think about cleaning your room. Before you begin, cleaning the entire room feels exhausting.
You look at the clothes, the books, the empty cups, and the mysterious chair covered with everything you own.
Every bedroom has that chair.
It is not a chair anymore. It is a storage system.
But then you pick up one cup. After that, you put one shirt away. A few minutes later, you are already moving.
The motivation didn't create the action. The action created the motivation.
That is an important idea. You do not need to feel ready before you begin.
Sometimes you begin while feeling tired, nervous, or completely uninterested.
And that is still a real beginning.
Here is our first useful expression. I keep putting it off.
Put something off means to delay doing it. You know you should do it, but you keep saying later.
For example, I keep putting off my English practice.
Or, I've been putting off cleaning my desk.
The important thing is to notice the pattern without attacking yourself.
Don't say, I'm lazy and I never finish anything. Say, I've been putting this off. What is the smallest action I can take?
This brings us to the next problem. Our first step is usually too big.
We don't say, I'll read 1 page. We say, from now on I'll read 50 books a year.
We don't say, I'll walk for 10 minutes. We say, I'm going to become a completely different human being.
Big goals can be exciting. But big goals can also make the first step feel heavy.
Imagine that you want to exercise. Your original plan is to go to the gym for 1 hour every day.
On the first day, that sounds possible.
On a cold Wednesday evening after a long day at work, it sounds impossible.
So make the first step smaller. Put on your exercise clothes.
Walk outside for 5 minutes.
Do 3 stretches beside your bed.
3 stretches?
Yes, we are building trust, not preparing for the Olympics.
That is the key. A small habit may not look impressive from the outside. But every time you complete it, you send yourself a message.
When I say I will do something, I can trust myself to begin.
Our second useful expression is start small.
It simply means to begin with an easy, manageable action.
You could say, I want to exercise regularly, so I'm starting small.
Or, don't try to change everything at once. Start small.
I once decided to study Spanish for 2 hours every evening.
How long did that plan last?
Almost one evening.
Almost?
I spent the first 30 minutes choosing the perfect notebook.
That is not Spanish practice.
But the notebook was excellent.
This is another way we avoid beginning. We prepare for the habit instead of doing the habit.
We buy equipment, download apps, watch videos, and design complicated schedules.
Preparation can be useful. But at some point you have to do the simple action.
Open the book.
Write the first sentence.
Put on your shoes.
Practice English for 5 minutes.
Small does not mean meaningless.
Small means repeatable.
Now let's talk about willpower. People often say, I just need more self-control.
But your environment has a huge effect on your actions. Imagine that your phone is beside you while you study.
It lights up.
You see one message.
You check it for 10 seconds.
Then somehow 25 minutes disappear.
And now you know what a stranger ate for lunch in another country.
Very useful information.
Clearly essential for personal growth.
Instead of fighting your phone every 5 minutes, change the environment. Put it in another room.
Turn off unnecessary notifications.
Place your English book on your desk before you go to bed.
Prepare your exercise clothes the night before.
Make the good action easier.
And make the unwanted action slightly more difficult.
Our third expression is, make it easier for yourself.
It means to create conditions that help you succeed.
For example, prepare your lunch tonight. Make it easier for yourself tomorrow.
Or, keep a bottle of water on your desk. Make it easier for yourself.
This is not cheating. You do not receive extra points for making your life unnecessarily difficult.
That is disappointing. I thought difficulty meant I was doing everything correctly.
Sometimes difficulty is necessary. But many times we create difficulty because we think change must feel painful.
A good system removes unnecessary decisions. If you decide every morning whether to study, you must win the same argument every day.
But if studying happens at the same time and place, there is less to decide. You finish dinner, make tea, sit at your desk, and practice for 15 minutes.
The routine begins to carry you.
You still need effort. But you don't need to create the plan again every single day.
Earlier, you mentioned building trust with yourself.
Yes, I think this is one of the most important parts of change. We often focus on the final result. We want to lose weight, speak English fluently, write a book, or save more money.
Those results take time.
Right. And because they take time, we may feel that nothing is changing.
You study English for 1 week, but you still don't understand every movie.
You exercise 3 times, but you don't look like a fitness model.
Extremely unfair.
So we need another way to notice progress. Instead of asking only, did I reach my goal? Ask, did I keep my promise today?
That changes the focus from results to actions.
Exactly. Maybe your promise is to practice English for 10 minutes. Maybe it is to walk after dinner. Maybe it is to write 1 paragraph.
The action is small, but keeping the promise matters.
Every completed action becomes evidence. Evidence that you are becoming someone who follows through.
Follow through is another useful expression. It means to do what you said you would do.
For example, I make many plans, but I sometimes struggle to follow through.
Or, she always follows through on her promises.
Now, this does not mean you must be perfect. It means you choose a promise that is realistic enough to keep.
There is no value in making a heroic plan that you cannot repeat.
A quiet plan that you follow for 6 months can change your life.
A dramatic plan that lasts 3 days usually changes your weekend.
And possibly your shopping history.
Yes, because now you own expensive running shoes.
Let's be honest. Even with a good plan, you will have bad days.
You will be tired.
You will be busy.
You may get sick, have an unexpected problem, or simply feel terrible.
A strong routine is not a routine that only works on perfect days. It also has a version for difficult days.
Let's say your normal goal is to study English for 30 minutes. What should you do on a very busy day?
Use the minimum version. Listen to English for 3 minutes. Review 5 words. Say 3 sentences out loud.
The minimum version keeps the habit alive.
It says, "Today was difficult, but I still showed up."
Show up normally means to arrive somewhere. But in this context, it means to make an effort and participate.
You can say, "I didn't do my best today, but I showed up."
Or, success begins when you keep showing up.
I love that expression because it is realistic. Some days showing up is the victory.
But what happens if we miss a day completely?
Then we return the next day.
No dramatic speech?
No dramatic speech.
No sad music while we look through the window?
You may do that for 5 minutes if you enjoy it. But after that, return to the habit.
This brings us to another must-remember sentence. A bad day doesn't have to become a bad week.
One missed workout is one missed workout. It is not proof that you are a failure.
One unhealthy meal is one meal.
One day without studying is one day.
The bigger problem begins when we say, "I already failed, so it doesn't matter anymore."
That turns a small mistake into a long break.
So don't spend too much time feeling guilty.
Use that energy to begin again.
There's another habit that affects every other habit.
The way you speak to yourself.
Most of us would never speak to a friend the way we speak to ourselves.
Imagine that your friend misses one day of exercise. You probably wouldn't say, "You are hopeless. You always ruin everything."
At least, I hope you wouldn't.
You would probably say, "It's okay. Try again tomorrow."
But when we make the same mistake, our inner voice becomes extremely dramatic. This proves I will never achieve anything.
All because you didn't read your book on Wednesday.
Wednesday can be emotionally dangerous.
The words you repeat become part of your identity. When you constantly say, "I'm lazy," you stop describing one action. You begin describing who you believe you are.
So use more accurate language. Instead of "I'm lazy," say, "I'm having trouble getting started."
Instead of "I'm terrible at English," say, "I need more speaking practice."
Instead of "I always give up," say, "I'm learning how to be consistent."
These sentences are not fake positive thinking. They are simply more honest and more useful.
"I'm learning" is especially powerful. It reminds you that your current ability is not your final ability.
I'm learning how to manage my time.
I'm learning how to take care of my health.
I'm learning how to speak English with confidence.
You are still responsible for taking action. But you don't need to insult yourself while doing it.
Change is already difficult. You do not need an enemy living inside your own head.
Let's talk about comparison. You begin learning a new skill. Then you go online and see someone who is already amazing at it.
You practice English for 20 minutes. Then you watch someone speaking 5 languages fluently while making breakfast.
Suddenly, your 20 minutes feels completely useless.
But you are comparing your beginning to someone else's middle.
You don't see their first awkward day.
You don't see the years of practice behind the finished result.
You only see the clean, edited version.
Comparison can sometimes inspire us. But if it makes you want to quit, it is not helping you.
A healthier question is, am I a little better than I was before?
Maybe you understand a sentence today that confused you last month.
Maybe you can exercise for 15 minutes without stopping.
Maybe you saved a small amount of money this week.
Progress is often quiet.
It may not create a dramatic before and after picture.
But quiet progress is still progress.
That is another useful sentence. Progress is still progress.
You can add, even if, to make the idea stronger. Progress is still progress, even if it feels slow.
Or, even a small improvement is worth celebrating.
Celebration does not mean you need a party every time you review 5 words.
Although I support educational snacks.
An educational cookie?
Exactly. It helps the vocabulary enter your long-term memory.
I'm not completely sure that is scientifically accurate.
But you will remember the cookie.
Sometimes people cannot begin because they don't know exactly where they're going.
They want a complete 5-year plan before taking the first step.
But life rarely gives us that much information.
You may not know your perfect career. You may not know exactly where you want to live. You may not know what your life will look like 3 years from now.
That uncertainty can feel uncomfortable.
But you don't always need a perfect destination. Sometimes you only need a direction.
For example, I want to become healthier.
That direction can help you choose today's action. You can take a walk, drink water, or go to bed earlier.
I want to become more confident in English.
Then today you can speak for 2 minutes, listen to a podcast, or learn one useful phrase.
You don't need to see the entire road. You only need to see the next useful step.
Our next expression is, I'm heading in the right direction. It means you may not have reached the goal yet, but your actions are taking you closer.
My English isn't perfect, but I'm heading in the right direction.
I still have a lot to learn, but I'm heading in the right direction.
That sentence gives you confidence without pretending the journey is finished.
You can be proud of your direction and still want to improve.
Those two feelings can exist together.
So how can our listeners use today's ideas?
Let's create a simple 7-day experiment.
I like the word experiment. It feels lighter than, I must permanently transform my entire life.
Much lighter. First, choose one area of your life. Only one.
English, exercise, reading, sleep, money, or organizing your space.
Do not choose all 6.
Your future self is talented, but let's not frighten them.
Second, choose a minimum action. Make it so small that you can do on a busy day.
5 minutes of English listening.
10 minutes of walking.
1 page of reading.
Putting 5 items back in their proper place.
Third, connect it to something you already do.
After I make my morning coffee, I'll listen to English for 5 minutes.
After dinner, I'll walk around the block.
Before I go to bed, I'll read 1 page.
The existing action becomes a reminder.
Fourth, prepare your environment. Put the book where you can see it.
Download the audio before your commute.
Fill your water bottle in advance.
Make it easier for yourself.
Fifth, record 1 simple check mark after you finish.
Not because the check mark is magical. It gives you visible evidence that you followed through.
And if you miss a day,
do the minimum version the next day.
no punishment.
No doubling the action to pay your habit debt.
No 3-hour workout because you missed 10 minutes yesterday.
Just return.
At the end of 7 days, ask 3 questions. Was the action small enough?
Did the time and place work for me?
What made the action easier or harder?
Then adjust the system. Don't judge your personality. Improve the plan.
That is a big difference. Instead of saying, I failed, say this plan needs an adjustment.
Maybe the action was too large.
Maybe the time was unrealistic.
Maybe your phone was too close.
The solution is not always to become stronger. Sometimes the solution is to create a better system.
We began this episode by talking about changing your life. That phrase sounds huge.
It sounds like dramatic music should begin playing.
And someone should stand on top of a mountain.
Preferably while the sun rises behind them.
But real change often looks much less dramatic. It looks like going to bed 30 minutes earlier.
It looks like practicing 1 conversation before a trip.
It looks like saving a small amount every week.
It looks like taking a walk even when you don't feel excited.
It looks like closing an app and opening a book.
It looks like trying again after a difficult day.
These actions do not feel life-changing while you are doing them. But repeated actions become days.
Days become months.
And months become a life.
Your life does not change only when something big happens. It also changes when your normal Tuesday becomes slightly different.
When you make one healthier choice.
When you practice instead of waiting.
When you return instead of giving up.
When you keep one small promise to yourself.
You may not notice the result immediately, but you are changing your direction.
And when your direction changes, your destination eventually changes too. All right, let's quickly review today's must-remember expressions.
Number 1. I keep putting it off.
Use this when you continue delaying something you need or want to do.
I keep putting off my English practice.
Number 2. Start small.
Don't make your first step so difficult that you never take it.
I want to exercise regularly, so I'm starting small.
Number 3. Make it easier for yourself.
Prepare your environment, so the good action requires less effort.
Put your study materials on your desk. Make it easier for yourself.
Number 4. I still showed up.
Use it when you made an effort even though the day was difficult.
I was tired, but I still showed up.
Number 5. A bad day doesn't have to become a bad week.
One mistake does not need to destroy your entire plan.
And number 6. I'm heading in the right direction.
You haven't finished yet, but you're getting closer.
My English isn't perfect, but I'm heading in the right direction.
Before we finish, we have one question for you.
What is one small promise you can keep today?
Not next month.
Not next Monday.
Today.
Maybe you'll listen to English for 5 minutes.
Maybe you'll walk for 10 minutes.
Maybe you'll put your phone away and read one page.
Complete this sentence. Today I will.
Keep the answer small, clear, and realistic.
Then do it before the day ends.
Remember, you do not need to change your entire life today.
You only need to take one honest step in the right direction.
Start small, make it easy, and keep showing up.
A small step may not feel powerful today.
But repeated small steps can take you somewhere completely new.
Be patient with yourself.
Keep the promises you make to yourself.
And remember, you're still learning.
You're still growing.
And you're heading in the right direction.
Thanks for spending this time with us.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care.
And start before you feel ready.
Bye.